Tranquility Lodge, which is actually based on the moon. And the Masonic flag was planted there by Aldrich on the moon. Oh, yeah. So
no wonder.
So maybe we own the moon too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe
no wonder there's so many conspiracy theories about Masons all over the place and movies made about it. Could you tell me the difference between Scottish Rite, Masonry, Shrine, Shriners, and could you break those differences down?
Well, each one works under the same general principle. The Shriners are very heavily into the hospitals, okay, as is the Scottish Rite. We have gigantic hospitals in Dallas, for example, that treats kids basically for very little to free. And the Shriners are very big into burn centers, and Children's Hospital is here. But basically they get together in a little bit different costumes, so Shriner you always know has a fez, and they're trying to be sort of illustrative of somebody who went to Arabia many years ago. It has long since, of course, matured and ripened into a global organization with millions of people, members around the world. Is it a secret society? No, it is a society that has its secrets. I compare that to a football team. So we got a huddle. They're not going to tell you what the play is, but they come out and do the play. And so is that a secret society? I don't think so. But it's a society that has their own secrets, their own way that they do things that they present to the world. And so what Masonry is trying to do and continues to try to do is to teach us to be better people and be a little bit more tolerant, a little bit more leaning towards justice, and always leaning towards truth.
So I know you hear about a lot of the founders of America being Masons, and even a lot of the founders of Texas. Right. So who are some of the people that we may have read about in the history books that were Masons? Well,
Stephen Austin, the people who basically engineered Texas.
Yeah.
The Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, all those guys were Masons. And I think the Lamar, that was undescribably important for the education system here in Texas. I think Harry Truman, Andrew Jackson, all of these, I think 16 of our presidents, in fact, were Masons, 16 of the 47 right now, I think we're at. I might be in trouble with that number, but something like that.
We'll fact check it, we'll put it,
Okay. I like that. They had that on TV, verified.
Right.
But anyway, there were quite a few. Gerald Ford, I think, was the last president who was also a Mason. That's the difference between that and saying he was a Masonic president. He was a president who was a Mason.
One thing that struck me, and I didn't know before you gave me the tour, was that you had to believe in some higher power, some higher entity.
Correct.
And on one of the, I don't know what you call it, altars, I don't know what you call it, but there's a Bible, a Torah, and a Quran all sitting there.
That's right.
And I think that's one thing I definitely didn't know, so I know a lot of viewers and listeners probably didn't know